You want to move to Canada as a new immigrant, but every time IELTS is the hurdle. You do not get the desired score under the Express Entry profile, and hence you do not get an invitation. What to do? I know the frustration, but don't worry, my friend. I am here today to discuss about AIPP, which is the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program with very low IELTS requirement and easy qualifications. How do you go about it? Let's find out. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Quick Talks, and in this video today I've got some awesome news for you. I know that a lot of people out there struggle to get a high score in IELTS and hence do not get an invitation to apply. Don't worry, the Canadian government hears you. They have come out with a fantastic program called AIPP, in which you can easily qualify to move to Canada as a new permanent resident, but satisfying certain conditions. So what's the difference between Express Entry and AIPP? Let's have a look. Alright, so first things first, AIPP is not Express Entry, which means it's not based on a point system or score. It's based purely on the fact that you must get a job offer from the company participating in the AIPP program. But hold on, I know what you're thinking, that a job offer, that's next to impossible to get from Canada. It must be LMIA approved and this and that, but not in AIPP. The employer can participate in the program and doesn't even have to get an LMIA approval and offer you the job. Once you get the job, you can move with your family to Canada. Another thing to remember is that this AIPP program is applicable or active for only 4 provinces in Canada, which are Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland and Labrador, and New Brunswick. So the employer must be based in any of these 4 provinces and you must get a job offer in any of these 4 provinces. The next thing is IELTS. IELTS requirements are very low in this program, which are CLB4, which when converted to IELTS scores means you must score at least 4.5 in listening, 3.5 in reading, 4 in writing and 4 in speaking. Now that's a very low score. People who struggle with IELTS know what I'm talking about. Getting this score is a cakewalk for most of us who can speak basic English. The next thing is proof of funds. Yes, proof of funds are required as like Express Entry in this program also, but they are very low. On your screens right now you can see what are the requirements by the Canadian government for AIPP if you want to move to Canada under this program, which you can compare with Express Entry. It's very low for this program, which is again a relief. Okay, what about education? Is ECA required? Absolutely yes, ECA is required for this program. If you have studied out of Canada in another country, then just like Express Entry, ECA is also mandatory for the AIPP program. ECA, as you know, can be done by a lot of agencies, but the most preferred one is WES, World Education Services, and do check out my video on the process to get ECA done from WES on my channel. Another awesome thing under this program is that the employer needs to take care of your settlement needs along with the government of Canada, which means once you land in Canada getting the job offer from that employer, he will work with the Canadian government for your settlement. That means for your housing needs, for transportation needs and stuff like that. You do not have to pay and you must not pay anything extra to your employer. Now that's a very good step, I believe, from the Canadian government, from the employers registered for this program under this AIPP scheme. Alright guys, so let's dig a bit deeper into this program. AIPP basically has 3 programs or sub-programs under it, which are number 1, the Atlantic Highly Skilled Immigration Program, number 2, the Atlantic Intermediate Skilled Immigration Program, and number 3, the Atlantic International Graduate Program, which is for students who have studied or successfully completed their studies in public institutions or colleges in these 4 provinces. So what's the main difference between Atlantic Highly Skilled Immigration Program and the intermediate is the NOC or the job code. So if your job falls under the NOC code of 0, A or B, then you go for the highly skilled program. But if it falls under C, then you go for the intermediate immigration program under AIPP. So to understand the process a little bit in detail, you can see on your screens right now what this program is all about, what can you expect from the employer, from yourself, what documents will be required, and what is the process. On your screens right now, you can see that getting a job offer is an absolutely mandatory for this program AIPP. So the employer registers with the province. Out of these 4 provinces where he's based, he registers with the province, with the government of Canada, and expresses his interest to be a designated employer under the AIPP program. So he fills the forms, does the necessary formalities, and then he's issued some documents which he may send some forms to you as well, and you will sign and send them back to your potential employer. All right, so as you can see on the screen, the government or the provincial government confirms their endorsement letter, which is the endorsement letter from the employer towards you. Okay, so also he submits your language test results, which is the IELTS result. He submits your ECA or educational credential assessment, proof of work experience, which could be similar like the proof of work experience on the express entry program, and any other documents that may be required by Immigration Canada from the employer side or your side. You need to submit that. The processing time is approximately 3 to 6 months. Mostly you can take it as 6 months under this program, and the fee is about 1,000 Canadian dollars. That is the government fee. The other expenses that you make, which is for the educational credentials, IELTS and stuff like that, is not a part of this 1,000 Canadian dollars. Another awesome thing under this program is that the employer needs to take care of your settlement needs along with the government of Canada, which means once you land in Canada getting the job offer from that employer, he will work with the Canadian government for your settlement. That means for your housing needs, for transportation needs and stuff like that. You do not have to pay, and you must not pay anything extra to your employer. Now that's a very, very good step, I believe, from the Canadian government, from the employers registered for this program under this AIPP scheme. Alright guys, so that's it from me today. I wanted to do this quick video on AIPP for you guys, which is a fantastic program, especially for people with low IELTS score. So I really hope that you do apply under this, you do qualify and get to Canada ASAP under AIPP. All the best, take care, and God bless guys.